The Chartographers.
Hello, everybody! You're listening to the Chartographers Season 5 Finale Part 3. We decided to do it. We went with it. That's right. Our love of this artist is so great that we already did a ranking of the discography of Killer Mike. We've already done a ranking of the discography of LP. And now, Evan Sadi, co-creator Taran O'Reilly, and special guest Sam Thomas. Find her on the socials at Sam_Witch.
You fucked it up.
Sam_Witch on all the socials. That's right. The thing is, we decided to do it because we need to talk about them. You know, they're the reason that we got together. We're talking about the one, the only, the group that's gonna bang this shit the fuck out. That's right, y'all. We're talking about...
Go, LP!
Run the Jewels! Oh my god.
Your poor neighbors.
Whatever.
It's Saturday.
They've dealt with it. That's fine. Yo, Run the Jewels. Of course, they are the legendary rap duo formed by LP and Killer Mike.
Yeah!
They are... Essentially, it was started out as essentially the producer to Killer Mike's RAP music project, eventually turned into its own group. They initially thought it was just going to be an EP or just have a couple songs by itself, but holy shit, the fans did fucking dig it.
We demanded it.
And over the years, they have just grown into one of the most influential, powerful, and an astonishing commercial force as well, despite the fact that they give away all of their music for free at all times. Because that is what they do. And the thing is, we are so excited about it. We are such fans of them. And the thing is, like, Taran and I have been fans of them for a while. But Sam Thomas is a fucking super fan. Yeah. And the thing is that about these albums, that unlike our other two rankings of LP and Killer Mike, there's a whole bunch of instrumentals and mixtapes and whatnot, y'all, Run the Jewels discography is pretty clean outside of a remix album called Meow the Jewels. We'll talk about that in half a minute. But we're talking about 3 and 4 albums, basically. We were talking about the original Run the Jewels from 2013. We're talking about the sequel, Run the Jewels 2 in 2014. The sequel to that, Run the Jewels 3 in 2016. And the completely changing around RTJ4 in 2020. So, y'all, that is 4 albums. That is 4 slots. And the thing is, we are excited about this group. This has been the whole reason we did this whole multi-episode thing. And that is why I'm turning it over to Taran O'Reilly in the motherfucking hot seat. 4 albums, 4 slots. Number 4, Taran O'Reilly.
You had to give me the hardest one.
Yeah, bitch.
I don't think it's the hardest one.
No, I do. Of the 3 episodes, this is the hardest low ranking.
Well, they're all we're all in agreement that they're
all 4 of these albums are fantastic.
But we have to rank them. It's the point of your podcast.
RTJ4 is what I am nominating for the 4th spot.
I'm gonna fight you.
Great! I'm so excited.
Wow.
I'm ready to fight you.
I'm so surprised.
So here's the thing.
Why?
Here's the thing about...
She demands answers.
Why?
I love this so much. Here's the thing about RTJ4. There are songs on here that I... Like, when I tell you I listen to Walking in the Snow on repeat...
Dude.
I don't think you fully understand. Like, literally, there was an entire week where it was the only song I listened to. Like, on the train to my job, the entire train ride home, sitting in my apartment, like... I would just put it on repeat and, like, game.
It's mind-blowing.
Part of this album was released a week after George Floyd was murdered. And I think part of the reason that they just put it out, because initially they had delayed because of the pandemic, and they were just like, the world is fucking terrible. Have our album. And I think partially it was perfect because there's some amazing party songs on here, and there's also like some of the best counterculture protest music that I have ever heard in my entire life.
Then why is it number 4 for you?
Never forget, in the story of Jesus, the hero was killed by the state. Is like, I think it's still my Instagram bio. Like, it literally, it like really made me reevaluate some things that, I was already on my journey to, but I think it's just because I just don't like some of the samples that he uses on this album.
And this is the album where LP wanted to challenge himself and use samples. I get that.
I think I think The Ground Below is a surprising, unsuccessful track in a discography that doesn't really have them. Mm-hmm. I don't like the hook of Ooh La La. I think it's really annoying. And
Have you heard the Mexican Institute of Sound remix? It's not on this album. Oh, we're going to listen to it after this recording.
Yeah. Because
it's not on the album, so it doesn't count.
I love the verses. And I love the production otherwise.
Yeah.
I don't fuck. And Evan, I know your relationship with Ooh La La, you don't like the piano.
I don't like the piano.
And so that's like a really fundamental part of this. I'm not as annoyed with it. But also, and then similarly, Out of Sight, I didn't really like at all until this week we watched the music video. And I was like, okay, the music video made me like the song more.
Yeah.
But it just... And those were the two singles, which I think sort of soured me on it, because I was just like, why? Why are these your singles when you have Walking in the Snow and of course, then became a single. Also because, I think partially just because it was getting more streams than anything else when it dropped.
Just is a fucking amazing
Just is an incredible song. Yeah. And I just think, and just that 1-2 punch of Walking in the Snow and in the middle of the album.
I also love Goonies versus E.T.
Me too.
And Holy Kalamafuck. Like, that's like a boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
Like, I also love Never Look Back.
Yeah, Never Look Back is solid. That's
really
the thing.
Good.
I really like a lot of these songs. Yeah. I also like Pulling the Pin.
Oh my god!
Which apparently was originally supposed to have Elton John on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is wild.
I love this album. It is not even close to number 4 for me. I think that contextually you cannot ignore when it came out.
Right.
Like, you cannot
the statement
grade it on
that
a curve because of that a little bit. And you're about to fight me. I saw that finger point. I think that you can't ignore that. I think that everything, while I agree on the samples, like it feels new because it is new and it's not what we expect. I feel like it's, as a package, yes, there are some songs that I'm like, I would skip, but as a package, it is so fucking good to me. Because of when it came out, because everything we love about RTJ, lyrically, is them being just scathing and intelligent as fuck. Mm-hmm. And this whole thing is, when it's not scathing and intelligent as fuck, it is also, there's brevity that is so needed. Like, the whole sort of bookend between Yankee and the Brave episode 4 and, like, the little stinger at the end of a few words for the firing squad, where it's like that old-timey 70s sitcom, like, they're closer to killing each other than getting the job done or whatever, is so fun and adventurous and different for them. Mm-hmm. Like, I love how after doing 5 albums together, they did something so different for themselves, and I feel like it's fucking great. Like, I like what they did. I love LP's production work outside of this album, in his work where he doesn't use samples in it, for example. But the fact that, I guess just knowing, like, viewing this album through the lens of knowing their other shit makes me like it more because it's different. Does that make sense?
No, I totally
I appreciate the fuck out of this album because of the time it came out, the content within it, and knowing artistically where they were when they put it out. I cannot listen to a few words for the firing squad without starting to cry. Mm-hmm. It's been a year of listening to this album a lot.
Yeah.
Just thinking about it, I'm like, verklempt. Because knowing their lives, knowing their upbringings, knowing what they fucking went through between Run the Jewels 3 and RTJ 4, this album is astounding to me. That they put this together.
So what would you nominate for number 4 then?
I was going to put Run the Jewels, 2013.
The original, the one that started off the whole big...
Yeah.
It's very interesting that you say that.
That would be mine.
So I am of 2 different minds here on this one, because I feel like, for me, there is, I think that we're talking about 2 albums that are kind of different polar opposites, but I feel like the RTJ2 and RTJ3, I feel like, is definitely more of an escalated version of what they were going for. Because RTJ1, it's pretty obvious this is 2 guys going together having the best fucking time.
Dude, they're just
hearing the stories of them dropping...
Dude, don't fuck hoes.
Doing mushrooms and just like getting in the studio and just feeling what works on there. I get that. It's a vibe. It's fun. Like, Banana Clipper is fucking fun as shit. Sea Legs actually rips. And
I love Sea Legs.
And Chris,
Yeah.
And A Christmas Fucking Miracle actually starts to hint at a little bit of the heart that they open up to a little bit more, because that storytelling that Killer Mike so well did, a little bit on Pledge 3 and a lot more on RAP music, it comes through a bit here. But this clearly, RTJ1, it can be viewed as a little bit more slight because it doesn't have as much of the necessary depth as some of the other RTJ records have. With that said, it's still fucking great. Like, the thing is, end to end, it is just like, I don't want to call it a party album, but it definitely, the vibe on it is just raucous.
I think I would call it a party album.
It is. It's fun.
It sounds like two dudes partying in the studio, and because it's
Banana Clippers.
It's 33 minutes.
Everything's fun.
It gets in, it gets out, and it just hits you in the face that entire time. I just think it's such a strong opening statement. Like, they went into it thinking, oh, we'll just make an EP. Oh, this is going really well. Let's just make it a full album.
I like you like me. Let's get around in the studio.
Let's just keep going.
Yeah.
And then I understand why they thought it was going to be a one-off, but truly, upon hearing it, you're like, of course this created a legacy. It's just such a strong cohesion of their two different styles, and they're just, you can hear in their delivery that they love what they're doing.
They're having a
great time. And I also loved getting confirmation in an interview I watched where Elle was talking about when they're on a verse and they're trading back and forth.
Yeah.
That's literally, they were writing that live together in the studio, and when one of them got stuck, the other one just picked up.
Yeah.
And that's why the line distribution isn't necessarily always completely even, because it was just whoever had the next line just jumped in. And like, there's just such a kinetic ferocity to this record.
Perfect
it just
word
does not let up.
Right.
No.
And so I totally understand, because it doesn't have the weight. Because part of why Run the Jewels now is a stadium act is because they have so much weight behind their music. On top of the amazing danceable production and the immaculate rapping, there's emotional heft behind so much of what they do. They have a message, they have a platform. And that's not here yet on this record.
No.
So, like, I understand the argument for it being their weakest, but I can't get past...
Where would you rank it if it's not 4?
This is my number 2.
Wow! This is going to become a spicy episode.
This is going to be a spicy episode. And here's the thing for me, too, is that I see both sides of the argument, because for me, RTJ... No, I just want to say, for me, RTJ4 does have weaker moments on it. And I'm just saying that outright. Because for me, I can't get past Ooh La La. That, like, genuinely is a way down for me. Holy Kalamafuck is good enough. Like, the thing is, like,
I love Holy.
I don't love it as much.
It's fun.
Fire!
Yeah.
I love that track.
But the other
also, though, every time he goes, light, I think of Aziz Light from Fifth Element.
That's a plus.
I know. I'm not saying it's a negative.
But the thing for me is that RTJ, honestly, when I come back to RTJ4, while as much as, like, pulling the pin has weight for me, too, and also while If You Were to the Firing Squad clearly is, like, two people talking about each other in such loving and reverent terms, it comes down to Walking in the Snow and Just. Dude. It's not the fact, and here's the thing about it, is that for me, I actually kind of agree with Taran, because RTJ4 is not my favorite RTJ record. But Walking in the Snow and Just are probably my 2 favorite RTJ songs, period. As much as I love Legend Has It, as much as I love so many other classics, Walking in the Snow and Just... Again, also, we just kind of glossed over it. I want to talk about Walking in the Snow a little bit more, because the thing is that you mentioned about the time frame of which it came out and how that is important for you. The thing is, this was written so long prior to the murder of George Floyd.
That's what makes it even more...
And when there is that when that switch happens, when it goes over from Elle's verse to Mike's verse, and when he talks about what it is to be held down, to be to the point where it says, I can't breathe, and to have the music drop out at that moment, it is striking. And the thing is, it wasn't of the moment kind of thing. And they weren't writing for that specific thing that happened, but as history repeats itself, it happened to be relevant in that time. That's fucking hard as shit to deal with, to watch, to handle, to process, and they articulated it so beautifully. In fact, Elle's verse at the start of the song isn't as strong as Mike's verse, but then Elle's verse at the end brings it the fuck home. What's that line about, what am I supposed to do?
Fucking am I gonna do? Not spoke? Get a job? I forget the full lyrics.
Get a job, Oh, now I forget too. something arigato.
Not amadumi, arigato.
Gato. And so the thing is that, like...
Oh, it's something about being an adult.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah.
But those two songs are so powerful and impactful that it's that hard line, because I'm looking at RTJ2 and I'm looking at everything that is powerful and speaking to me on there. I'm looking at RTJ3 and feeling the same thing. It's a tough debate.
All four. Like,
Yeah.
I mean,
ranking
that's the thing.
these is hard.
Yeah.
That's why we're doing
They're
this
all
episode
good.
is
Yeah.
because we truly love this artist.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so for me, I gotta be fully honest. Between your two nominations, in my personal ranking, I had them in these slots. RTJ4 and Run the Jewels 1 were kind of in the lower end for me versus RTJ2 and RTJ3. That's kind of where I'm at. So
I agree.
Really?
Yeah, I love RTJ4, but I don't think it should be number 4.
Oh, would you put it as number
3.
Oh, okay. So you're not like it's not like your
I just think the gap for me personally, the gap between 4 and 1,
It's so
like
seismic.
it feels for me like this was the one of the 3 artists where like the ranking on this I was very confident in how I feel.
Oh, okay.
And like the gap of what the package that they give us, the difference between 3 and 4 feels very clear to me, but I understand.
I guess I'm looking outside of just like context and emotional heft and just thinking about like
Songs
when
you
I
enjoy.
sit down to listen to the album as a complete album experience, which one do I prefer? And I think also part of why RTJ4 was so powerful in the moment is because the last 4 songs are all downers.
I love a downer.
Yeah.
I love a downer too, but it's just like as a straight listen through. I don't know if that's the sequencing I would have chosen.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Well, that's what makes me like RTJ4 more than Run the Jewels 2013 is that RTJ4 is more of a cornucopia. RTJ1 is a good time. RTJ4 has a good time and then sucker punches you.
And my
More
argument is that
complexity.
That's a
RTJ2
good
and RTJ3, they kind of do the same thing, but with
Exactly.
different aims, right?
Yes.
Yeah, like, because the thing is that as much as there is a party to be had on RTJ1, RTJ2 and RTJ3 is when you really start seeing that storytelling mic that we got on RAP Music. He's back on RTJ2
Oh, for sure.
in a big way.
I love 2 and 3.
Even more on 3. So that's why for me RTJ4 was a little bit of a disappointment, because as much as there are incredible moments on there, as a record it didn't hold as much immediate weight for me. But again, I think we're kind of dancing around the circle.
I mean,
If-
I'll
it's
relent if you
time-
want 4 is 4.
I think it's time to outvote.
It's 2 on 1.
Yeah.
It's 2 on 1.
RTJ4 at number 4 and then RTJ1 at number 3.
I'm cool with that.
I'm very cool with
We
that.
are all have our scruples. We all have our
We
thoughts.
fought.
Yeah,
We
exactly.
fought.
I knew it. We were doing so great. We had so many great similar opinions on here, but that's the point of this podcast. So before we even talk about ranking, go and just talk about 2 and 3 real quick, because I want to. Because Run the Jewels 2 is a fucking phenomenal album. This is, of course, the start of the wonderful run of Zach De La Rocha appearances across the RTJ discography.
So I just want to quickly give the context that we learned from
What had happened
What
was-
had happened was in that. So on Run the Jewels, they released Cancer for Cure and rap music within a week of each other.
like
on separate
back-
labels. Wasn't
LP must have been
planned.
so tired.
Wasn't planned, but they were just like, that's just how it ended up. So they were like, oh, let's tour together. That went really well. They went back into the studio. They were just fucking around. They made Run the Jewels 1. Released it for free. And then they were going on. They were like, we'll do another tour to support this. But they didn't know that Run the Jewels was going to be a thing yet. So they advertised it as Killer Mike and LP present Run the Jewels or something like that. And that was their tour.
They opened for Run the Jewels.
And they each had an hour-long set that they did separately, and then they did their Run the Jewels set. And as they started doing the tour, they noticed that, like, the Mike fans were having a great time, the L fans were having a great time. But then, when they started playing the Run the Jewels shit, not only were both of those groups very happy, but there was this new third group of fans that had just heard about Run the Jewels, and that's what they were there to see. And so the whole place blew up. And then so over the course of that tour, the Mike and L sets just kept getting shorter and shorter until they were like 25 to 35 minutes. So they could get to let's just get right to Run the Jewels because that's what's working.
And that's also when they started seeing the sea of pistol and fists up in the air.
Right.
People just being like, oh, this symbol has power beyond.
This is becoming a thing.
I told you guys earlier, but like being at an RTJ concert is the closest I've ever felt to being a part of a cult.
Yeah. Because everyone's...
It sweeps you up.
Yeah.
Right.
Like,
and so I
and the crowd goes RTJ.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And
It's
so I just think,
in a good way. I love cults. I love this cult.
I just think that's like a very important context for just how powerful the energy is on Run the Jewels 2, is that then they've just finished that tour and they're like, well, let's fucking do it again.
I guess.
This is becoming a thing. We have our own fan base as a duo now, so let's do this. And that is what explains the intro on Jeopardy. When Mike is just screaming.
I love Jeopardy.
I mean, it's so good. And that's this album, almost even more than Run the Jewels 1, just does not let up. But it does it in both the party bangers and the emotional punch.
Right.
It just keeps fucking punching you.
Because, y'all, Mike's verse on Early... Mike's incredible verse on Early, when he is talking about what it's like to be arrested in front of your family, is like one of the most heart-wrenching things I've seen. And the thing is that his heart is throughout this entire discography, but really after the joyous party of Run the Jewels 1, seeing that on RTJ 2, that was like a breakthrough moment for me too, of like, they are capable of so much more.
Well, and also Crown.
Crown
is one of the songs I've always loved it. But, like, this week I was like, oh, wait, I think this is, like, one of my favorite songs ever.
It is.
Because...
It should be.
Like,
I'm telling you that it is your favorite.
Elle's verse is very, very good. But then... And then... After the hook, you get that fucking guitar wail, which I'm like, I want to know what sample this is, or who played it, because it's so good.
It is good.
And then Mike's verse on Crown. It's just like, it truly, it's one of those things where like he's telling his own personal story, but then with the hook, it becomes something that anyone can use and relate to.
Yeah.
Can't Pick Up No Crown, was holding you down. And it's just like, it truly is one of those songs, because I feel like a lot of inspirational songs veer way into cheesy territory, and so therefore don't work. Whereas like this one is truly like, I feel the life lived in this song and the lessons learned, and like it helped me learn a lesson. And I just think you can't overstate how important that is, and again, what impact that had on their growing popularity. For people to hear this record and hear all, as much as the hard party bangers that they had the reputation for, then you also get this whole other side of them.
They're very good at hyping you and then giving you a gut punch.
Right.
Yeah.
And also
right after Love Again.
digging him out all day.
Right.
You got my
Digging him out all day. Yeah.
Also, love Gangsta Boo, and I love how often Gangsta Boo shows up in their music.
I love her.
Gangsta Boo walked so Cardi and Megan could run.
Yeah, genuinely.
She was on Stankonia. I'll call before I come.
Yeah. I also love that they bring back Trina too.
She's been great.
Yeah.
I love that Gangsta Boo is consistently back. She did Walking in the Snow. Too.
Yeah. She did the hook on Walking in the Snow.
Yeah.
I love
Damn, that motherfucker's cold. But yeah,
Yes.
then also you have Close Your Eyes, Can Count to Fuck, obviously. Run and Jewels Fast! Run and Jewels Fast!
That was truly the first Run the Jewels song where I was like, okay, I'm in.
Yeah.
Oh,
That
really?
was the first song where I was like, this is going on my playlist. I'm listening to this every day.
Right now.
Like, that was what truly, and I will say, De La Rocha was definitely an acquired taste for me. But now he has been acquired, and I think all three of his
Someday
appearances.
we'll get you on Danny Brown.
Yeah, I'm sure.
We're going on that road.
All three of his appearances are like among the best songs they've ever.
They know how to use him perfectly. That
well, and they
grittiness
work
in his
well in it.
voice.
But they also, to hear them say it, they don't even really have to use him. They just give him the beat, and he like writes some of the best verses he's ever written.
Yeah. What are your favorites on this album, Sam?
All of them.
Okay.
So honestly, all of them, yes. But also the first 3 songs, and really first 4 songs, if we're talking about Close Your Eyes
Jeopardy,
and
Oh My
Count to
Darling,
Fuck.
Don't Cry, and
It
Blockbuster
is,
Night Program.
Like, when I heard this album, I was already an RTJ fan from the first one. Loved them, but I wasn't like a
Super
screaming, fucking throwing a fucking pistol and fist, like, wow, 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 fuck yeah, Run the Jewels, until this album came out, and I viscerally remember when this dropped, and I listened to it for the first time, and Jeopardy, I was like, okay, and then Oh My Darling, Don't Cry came on, and I was like, okay, Run Backwards Through a Field of Dicks, okay, and then Blockbuster Part 1 came on, and then Closer, I was like, literally screaming in my car. Like, I put it on while I was driving, and I was like, it felt dangerous.
How can music
like,
be this good?
I shouldn't be driving when I listen to this. I lost my fucking mind. Like, every time a new song came on and it got like 30 seconds, 40 seconds in, I was like, good fucking God damn! I lost my shit.
Speaking of God fucking damn, can we talk about All Due Respect for a second? I mean, they had...
I love the adventurous features on this one. I love that Travis Barker's on this album.
So they had this song done and ready to go with Drum Machine. And then they got him, I forget the story of how they like linked up.
Didn't he reach out to them?
Maybe.
I might be pulling that out of my
seems like
ass.
something he would do, though.
I might be pulling that out of my ass.
If you see current record releases, he's produced like 4 big albums in the last year and a half. Like, he is back.
The pop pump
And
I feel
revival is
like
real.
He stays busy.
He probably, I wouldn't be surprised if he reached out to them.
Yeah.
But he makes that song what it ended up becoming. It's that the
Talk
drums
about a
just
banger.
hit so fucking
Literal
hard.
banging banger.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
But, I mean, honestly, though, if we're talking about bangers, there's a little suite at the start of Run the Jewels 3, in which there is Talk to Me, followed by Legend Has It, followed by Call Ticketron.
The light from the garden.
Which is just like, I would almost argue the RTJ at their most pop to a degree, but in the best possible way. Because at this point, once you get around to RTJ 3, now that they've kind of done more live shows, now they've done it with the material of RTJ 2, they know how to tailor a song for a crowd.
Yeah.
And that is what they do, but
Yes.
not without taking out the heart that has made them what they are.
We've covered a couple artists that hit an era in their career where they were like, oh, we're that hot shit now, and they started making stadium music, and that's what I think Run the Jewels 3 is.
Yeah.
They made stadium rap. They knew
They
that
did.
this shit was going to be screamed back at them by the thousands.
Yeah.
And
Fuck
that
yeah,
is-
let's get Trina.
Exactly.
The baddest bitch.
And that's
Yes.
the thing is, this album is so stacked it's not even fair.
Uh-huh.
Like, I
The features
also
on this are
love
nuts.
Down is the perfect opener.
I hope.
I also I love
Hope is the
that
highest of
for
hopes.
both of these 2 middle albums, they sort of ease you in.
They do.
They ease you in. They're like, by the way, we're back, and then they hit you in the nuts.
Yeah.
But
Right in
then
the
that,
nuts.
I mean, truly that opening run, those first 4 songs, that's like one of my favorite progressions on an album, especially because a couple of them are like continuous mixes. They fade into each other.
I love Legend Hand into Call Ticketron.
And that's
I love
exactly, and but also down into Talk to Me.
Yeah.
Talk
Talk
to
to
Me is my favorite Run the Jewels song.
Really?
Oh.
I've listened to that one more than any
More
other.
than Walking in the Snow?
It's probably close.
Okay.
But Talk to Me is definitely my favorite Run the Jewels song.
Wow.
And I just and that's on top of like, of course, Legend Has It is right up there with it.
Yeah.
Depending on the day, you know.
Yeah.
Except for the
It's really
spotlight.
solid. It's like one of their most popular songs, but like for a good reason. Legend
Yeah.
Has It. It's
Yeah.
a fucking killer.
Yeah.
And then also, this album has fucking Panther Like a Panther with Trina,
Oh, it's so good.
which is one of their hardest hitting.
It's very
And then
good.
you get fucking towards the end with Thursday in the Danger Room.
You can see me now.
And-
see me now.
That is like the spiritual successor to Crown for me.
Yes.
Like,
fully.
it's just as good.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's just as good.
And-
And again, Mike's verse, this story of like, I know that this was just the situation that we were all put in by society, and like the story of forgiveness for this man who killed his friend. It's just like such an incredible piece of work. And then you go right into fucking Kill Your Masters.
Yes.
I mean, like, and that's
That's good.
truly, I'm almost afraid to say this on record. I truly think that, like, Run the Jewels played a role in radicalizing me. In, like,
Good.
in, like, opening my brain to
Yeah.
like what the possibilities are, and also just how far we are in the shit right
Just
now.
how
fucked are we?
like just how fucked we are, and just how much fucking stuff has been hidden from us.
Right.
When it comes to like your media, your typical education in the
yeah.
United States,
How you're
our
expected to behave.
exposure to things as white kids when we were growing up.
Yeah.
And like genuinely, there are hip hop purists that push back sometimes against their quote unquote faux revolutionary politics.
I don't think it's faux.
Right.
It's not
Fuck those people.
also
Yeah.
because Killer Mike fucking puts not just his money where his mouth is, he puts
Yes.
his time where his mouth is. He literally works on campaigns
Yes.
in local and state elections to like
He's
make
a partner
his
in
community
a black-owned
better.
bank.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
And so the thing is that he also, for that very reason though, their audience of RTJ, they are keenly aware that it is a mix, and it also reaches out to white kids, to white dudes as well. And so guess what? If they are going to go ahead and pick up Killer Mike's stories of how it is to grow up and be black and deal with these experiences from his unique way of telling it, that's fucking fantastic too. And so then you also have Don't Get Captured on
I
here.
love Don't Get Captured.
Yeah,
I love them all.
I mean, the thing is, it's a
I like
a
Hey
great
Kids
album.
because Danny Brown's on.
He sure is. There he is. Showing up again.
I do like it. I do like
I also love
Hey-
Stay Gold.
Mhm.
I love all the
Kids.
different beat switches in Stay Gold.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
very
And again,
fun
it
journey.
further goes to say that although LP can do a hook, he loves taking the songs and making them grow and change. And sometimes, even if they repeat a verse, sometimes the musicality is different on it too.
Yeah.
Which I think is their strength too, because sometimes, although there are sing-along choruses and shit does change
Yeah.
too. And that, I think, is part of their strength
It
as
progresses.
well. So, yeah. But now it comes down to the real tough question of, Sam, Running Jewels 2, Running Jewels 3, in terms of our top 2 rankings, where were you put them?
Both of them? You want me to rank top spot and second spot at the same
Yeah.
time? Oh, Run the Jewels 2 is definitely number 1, followed by Run the Jewels 3. That is the easiest.
Boo.
Boo!
Boo.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Boo all you like.
Run the Jewels 3 is just like Run the Jewels 3 is like truly one of my favorite albums of all time.
Same.
Well, right, but I just mean like
Yeah.
for me it steps away from the pack. It is
It's their blue album.
yeah, literally.
Yeah.
To me it just like even though it's their longest, so I think I maybe give it a little extra leeway on like I don't even remember what Everybody Stay Calm sounds like. But then like every single other song on here is just I have no like negative critiques. It's just so strong, and it just that opening salvo of I don't think they've ever come close to just how strong
It is
that
really
collection and that progression of hearing those songs in order.
That's how I feel about
Is-
1 through 4 on 2.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is that we're talking about 2 very, very good albums, but I think
They're
at the
all
end of the
good.
day, there's a little bit more rawness to Run the Jewels 2 that just kind of hits me as, like, in this just a more heart-rendering way. So that's why when you said RTJ 2 is number 1, I'm like, that's exactly
I
how
agree.
I
I
had it.
think
It's a tight race.
that's what it
yeah.
No, it's super, super, super tight race.
Yeah.
And
I think that RTJ 2 has all of my favorite things about RTJ
Mhm.
in a way that RTJ 3 doesn't.
Fascinating.
That's
And see,
it.
I
That's
think-
literally the difference.
And I think maybe it's just the difference of, to me, because you said RTJ 2 is more raw,
it is.
and I think that's why I prefer 3.
Okay.
Really?
yeah.
Is because as much as I like the raw side of them, I am a pop head, and I always
Yeah.
have been, and so there's just the lightest sheen
Yeah.
on RTJ 3 that just like clicks it in for me.
Yeah.
And that's when I truly then finally, when RTJ 3 came out, is when I became like a stan and got into all of their songs.
What a
And
wonderful Christmas Eve that was.
truly.
Do you remember
truly.
they dropped it? What was it, like
Yeah.
3 months early?
Yeah, something
That was
like
a
Because
great
they
time
could.
for all of us.
And I also just, the last thing I'll say is, I think because I do like all of the harshness on Run the Jewels 2, but like, for example, the last 30 seconds of Oh My Darling, Don't Cry, I had to grow on me. They were a little too atonal at first. And similarly, like, I forgot what the other one was. Oh, Lie, Cheat, Steal is my least favorite song by them.
Oh, I love
Oh,
RTJ.
wow.
I really don't like
I
the
think
chorus.
it's so cheeky.
I don't like how it sounds like they cut two different songs together.
Really?
Like, it just sounds completely out of place.
All right.
Yeah.
But for that reason...
I'm outvoted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, well, in that case, y'all,
This is a spicy one.
This is fan. No, exactly. And we knew it was gonna be there for that one. I mean, people have strong opinions about RTJ2. I want to hear what those strong opinions are in the comments here, which is why number 4, RTJ4. Number 3, RTJ1. Number 2, RTJ3. And number 1, of course, Meow the fucking Jewels, bitch. You know it is what it is. No, it's RTJ2. But y'all, we ranked the discographies of Killer Mike. We ranked the discography of LP. We ranked the discography of Run the Jewels in our fucking season 5 finale, and y'all, it ain't done.
Oh my
Heck,
God.
mini-sode right
We're not
after
done.
this. We got one more, but in the meantime,
fine.
leave us your comments
It's fine.
on any of the pages. Reach us out to the chartographers@gmail.com. Follow us on the Facebook. Let us know. Follow Sam Thomas at ham_Sam_witch on all the socials.
Just pictures of my dog. It's just pictures of my dog.
It's great, and I love it. So, y'all, in the meantime, though, thank you genuinely so much for listening to us, not just for this episode, but all season long. We will see you in the Happy Hour mini-sode. Take care, everyone. Goodbye. Bye.
Okay.